Hello and welcome to Bilingual Analytics. My name is Roland and in today's video I'm going to show you how to access on-prem Excel files or folders in your Dataflow using a gateway. In one of the previous videos I talked about Dataflow 101. It was all about how and where to start using a real-life project. Make sure to check out that video as well if you are new to Dataflows. In that video I used cloud-based files. To be more specific, my tables were in a OneDrive folder, so everything lived in the cloud. But what happens when you don't have the luxury to push all data to the cloud? Or in case you cannot publish it due to security reasons, or because certain IT policies do not allow you to do that. That's what we are going to cover today. By the end of this video, you are going to be equipped with the solution for this problem. And if this video proves to be helpful for you, don't be shy, hit the like and subscribe buttons so others can find this tutorial as well. Thanks a lot. Let's start by understanding the problem in more details. To help all visual learners, I'm going to use my amazing drawing skills. The data that we want to use in Dataflow could either come from a cloud source, such as SharePoint, a web page, or Azure SQL database, or it can be located on premises, such as an Excel file or a folder on our PC or a network drive. When we use a cloud source in the Dataflow, everything works just fine. We can log in with our credentials and Dataflow will manage the connection. However, when we need to use on-prem data in the Dataflow, we need to use a tool called a gateway. In a sense, this gateway is going to be the tool that manages the connection between our Dataflow and the data source. This is a super high-level overview of the gateway, but for newcomers and non-IT folks, I reckon that's enough to understand the concept and to get started with all of this. You always have the option to read more and learn more about it. Now, it's time to download the gateway and set it up. Once you are in Power BI service, at the top right corner, click on the download button and Data Gateway. I will also add this link to the description box below. There are two options to choose from, Standard Mode or Personal Mode. If I scroll down a bit, there is a comparison between the two. However, as we are going to work with Dataflows in this demo, we must download the standard version. If you have plans to learn more about gateways, just click on this Learn More button. But I digress. Once you install the tool, you need to sign in with your email address. Or it can be an admin account if you are allowed to do that in your company. But for the purpose of this demo, I just use my email address. All good, I'm signed in now, I just need to configure the gateway. I can either register a new gateway or use an existing one. Let's create a new one and call it BILA, short for Bilingual Analytics. Set up your recovery key. This is needed in case something goes wrong and you need to restore it. If you want, you can also change the cloud service location, but Australia East is good for me. Click on Configure and we are good to go. And look at that, BILA Gateway is now online and ready to be used. And that's it from the gateway install point of view. I know, it was a bit more technical or IT-ish, but these steps are needed to be able to pick up on-prem data. But we can finally jump over to Power BI service and start adding a data source or data sources to this gateway, and after that, use the data and connection in the Dataflow. Let's head back to my PC. Here I am in my Dataflow 101 workspace, the same workspace I used in the previous video. I need to click on the gear icon at the top and manage gateways. And look at that, BILA Gateway is already there. Once again, I'm logged in with the same account, so it is working as expected. But before we go and start using this gateway or connector in Dataflow, we have to add a data source. While from a technical point of view, you can jump straight into Dataflows and use this gateway to connect to your PC. I much prefer to add the data source to the gateway with all the credentials and use that data source. But more on that when we get to that point. Let's add our first data source and make it an Excel data source. I'm just going to name it Excel data and select file as a data source type. Then I'm going to add the full path. In my case, it is a file on my C drive, but it could be anything else for you. Use Windows username and password and click on add. Great, so we have our first connection, although I reckon this is not super useful option, as I would only be able to connect to that single file. So what I prefer to do is to link a folder as a data source. Let me add another data source as a folder. With all of these done, we can head back to our workspace and start building that data flow. Let's start by adding the Excel file we used as our data source, and then we will use the folder as well. Here comes the magic. Look what happens when I copy-paste the file location. The gateway is pre-selected, authentication kind is selected, and even our username and password are auto-populated. This is why I like to add the data source at the gateway level, because then I can be 100% sure that all details are pre-populated. I don't have to remember these codes. It just saves time and streamlines the whole process. Click on Next, and just like Power Query in Power BI Desktop, we can transform this data. For the time being, let's just go back to choose another data source or folder. Again, as soon as I copy the folder path to the data flow, it picks up all the details. Isn't that amazing? Now I click on Next and all the files that we have in the folder will be there. I reckon it's much better than just using a single file. However, in certain cases, you might only want to connect to a single file. Before we talk about data refreshes, let me show you one more thing. You know how I said that we don't have to add data sources at the gateway level? Let me show you what it means. Under the gateway, I only have those two sources that we created together. But if I head back to the workspace and create a new data flow to pick up data from a different folder, I can define the gateway to be used and type in the username and password. Let's just quickly save this data flow without actually making any significant changes to it. And if I head back to manage my gateway, you can actually see I have a new data source with the folder I used for the third example. My personal preference is still managing data sources from the gateway, not from Dataflow, but yours might be different. After we are done with all the data transformation steps and save the tables, refreshing the data flow works the same way as using a cloud-based data source. Just click on the Refresh Now button and it will refresh. Of course, given that the PC where the gateway runs is on. So what does this all mean to us? Using a gateway allows us to connect data flows to our PC or a network shared drive. It helps to expand data flows beyond cloud-based data sources, whether it's by choice or because of some sort of a limitation. All the benefits that we talked about in Dataflow 101 video, these are still relevant and true for this setup as well. The only difference is that now our data source is local, not cloud. But the data flow itself contains all transformation logic, tables, and can be used by others within the organization to create insightful reports. Now you can see that setting up a gateway to access on-prem data for data flows isn't too tricky. There are just a handful of things to add to our to-do list, but after a quick and simple setup, it's as easy as using Power Query in Power BI Desktop. One more thing to keep in mind, make sure to talk to your IT team before you install a gateway, as it may require some sort of approval from their end. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope that you learned something new and interesting from today's video and you will be able to implement this for your reports. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons before you leave or before you watch one from the above videos. Until the next one, see ya!